Let's learn some lessons that we can learn using video games. Let's get off the bad side and grasp the good ones. Difficulty increasing the further you progress. Every game starts off the same. Challenges that test us, that push us to the limit, right from the beginning. It's the same way. And just as the level of the bad guys increases as the game progresses, stress of life increases as we get older. Because really, that thing we call age is just counting levels, you call them. But does that really mean something? Not to you. You don't feel that time progressing. It's not like you have a built in clock that lets you know how many revolutions around the sun you've made. What you do have is experience, a collection of knowledge gained within a specific time frame under specific parameters. Sounds like gaming XP to me. So, just as you progress, so do the challenges. They are going to be harder, but you are accumulated knowledge in order to combat those challenges. Right? If not, go back and level up some more. Get some experience so you can tackle those challenges. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you dive into a problem you're not ready for, you're going to fail. No obstacles, wrong direction. Life is supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be challenging. And it's supposed to get harder as you progress. That's just the way it is. The problems you face in adulthood make the problems you faced in childhood look simple by comparison. And it might be nice not to have lots of opposition. It might make getting through tasks easier, but you don't grow. You don't learn. You don't get better without a little adversity. So don't run from a fight. Face it. Put yourself into challenges and show others what you can do. Look for secrets and do some side quests. This is how you get better. This is how you improve yourself. The fastest way to get experience is all the side things that are available. And in life, there's always a side quest ready to go. It could be as simple as putting together a piece of furniture or learning a new skill. Maybe you'd like to be an amateur carpenter. Does that help you get to where you go? No, but it makes you a better person and you enjoy the journey that much more. You have more than one life. In a lot of classic games, you got multiple lives, often represented by hearts. In modern console games, you don't really need lives, as your health will recharge if you take damage. So, imagine your chances in life like one of those retro games. You start out with 3 lives. You can earn more by meeting goals, by advancing far enough, or by exploring. It's the same in life. The more you advance, the more opportunities will come your way. And it's no big deal if one of those hearts go away. You can always refill with bravery. It's rare that you missed that big chance with a replacement around the corner. You will always have another opportunity to make a change, to be different, to reinvent yourself, to succeed. Just because you miss one doesn't mean the game is over. You'll get another chance. You might have to start back a little bit, or if you're lucky enough, right where you left off. But the difference is you get that chance. Don't waste your lives though. They don't grow on trees. Do your best to take advantage of the opportunities in front of you. Tutorials will save you later. There's a lot in the tutorial or the directions that you don't think you need until that situation comes up. Then you're left scrambling, flipping through pages or frantically searching the internet for an answer. Sounds like real life, doesn't it? Now, I can't say that everything you learn and everything taught will be used. Maybe on the quest line you chose that bit of information doesn't come into play. But when we are learning, we can't fully know which direction we are going to take later. I'm sure there's thousands of people who think, I never need to calculate the volume of a cylinder, or I have not once in my life used that algebra equation. And that might be true, but what about all the people who do need to know that stuff? You never know what bit of information will become relevant sometime down the line. You never know what fact will save the day. Pay attention to everything, store it for later, because it's going to come in handy. Take advantage of the pause button. In the real world, we don't have a magic button that can stop time and halt the action. So we have to do that ourselves. Don't forget to take a mount, relax, see the world. If all you do is put your head down and trudge through life, you'll miss all the beauty. Someone spent a lot of time and money rendering those graphics. Make sure you take them in as much as possible. Take a second to sit back and marvel at the wonders all around you. It may seem silly, but you will feel better, more refreshed. You can tackle all the problems in front of you if you get a clear mind. Team player. Don't be that player who only cares about yourself. Don't be that human either. Do something for others. Look out for the other people. Work together. You can solve a lot of problems when you get egos aside and realize when one succeeds, the team succeeds. You can move a lot faster alone, but you can go a lot farther in a group. Explore the map. This one can be taken quite literally. In a game, going off in a random direction can sometimes net an interesting result. Don't just go to the destination. Don't just stay on track. Mend a bit, look around, take some time to everything pops up. Maybe you come to an interesting food vendor or someone that has that tool you were looking for but couldn't find. Either way, the map is big and there's a lot of ground to cover. If you stick with a single area, resources are going to get depleted. You won't uncover anything new. So go explore. Don't help the helpless. Seems counterintuitive to one of the previous lessons, be a team player, doesn't it? But here's what it means. Offer help to anyone who needs it, but don't feel bad when they lack the drive to keep going. You can't carry them and yourself. In a game, you may have a companion that seems worthless, that gets lost in a fight, that does nothing, or maybe even gets you in trouble. In life, there's going to be people who lack the self-motivation to keep going, to push themselves. You can't worry about them. Everyone should be given a chance, but not if they squander their chance. You can't waste valuable resources on someone who's just going to drain them away and take them from people who really need them. Be charitable as much as you can, but at the same time, know who you are giving those resources to. You can't help everyone. You can't save everyone. It is a simple fact of life. Don't sacrifice yourself trying to pull someone out of the muck when all they will end up doing is drowning you beside them. Do help the less fortunate. Someone out there needs help, and someone out will benefit greatly from that help. They lack the opportunity to pull themselves out of the muck and shine. Give them that opportunity. You'll find out very quickly who is motivated and who is not. The people who are motivated to get out of their situation will take all the help they can get, because they could get back on track and become something amazing if they caught a break. If you are fortunate, then you caught a break. That's the difference. Something went your way. It didn't have to. Imagine what some people could do if they were given a chance just like you. But like the previous rule, know the difference between someone waiting and someone taking. And do so might just net you a valuable ally. Good things and bad things appear differently. Things you do wrong stick around for years. People remember the bad. They remember the weak points. They forget the good. The good has to be so memorable that it completely and utterly wipes out the memory of the bad. Otherwise, all people will see are the mistakes, And the true irony is that people will remember the past differently as well. They want to remember the past better than it was. It gives them solace. Good or bad, the past is always better than today. Even if that's not true, all it means is you can't let personal desires cloud your vision of the good things in others, of the bad things, or of the past. Everyone wants to be a hero. We all imagine ourselves as the hero of the story. Even bad people. Hitler was cleaning up the world, at least in his eyes. Everyone wants to be a good guy at some point in time, and rarely do they understand that they are the bad guy. Because no one starts out wanting to be evil, no one wants to be hated. Well, maybe a few, but for the rest, all it boils down to is a good idea executed the wrong way. Killing millions of people is not the right way, but looking for a way to better society and stop poverty isn't so terrible. Let go. You can't hold everything, whether it be possessions or feelings. Let it go. In the end, it will all weigh you down. You only got room for so much. If you want to be bogged down and trudge along, never accomplishing anything, sure keep that memory. But odds are it will keep you from doing what you need to do. You don't have to be forget, but you don't have to be burdened either. Stuff is just stuff. Even when it has sentimental value, don't let old memories get in the way of where you are going. Know the pattern. There's a pattern to life. How things work, how things move, how things progress. Once you've got the timing down, you can move forward by leaps and bounds. Take some time and study the patterns. Figure out the way to move forward. Even if you've got to go backward a little, stick to the pattern. You'll get to the destination eventually. You're not alone. We all feel like that sometimes. We all feel like there is an empty world around us, or that no one understands us. And while everyone is unique and special in their own way, none of us are alone, and everyone carries scars. You just might not see them, but that doesn't mean they're not there. It just means some people are better at hiding them. You might meet people who appear fine on the surface, but they've got problems, just like you.